Hey YouTube, welcome to Pintober Day 4, and I wanted to show you guys what we did today. Actually, this was technically what we did yesterday, but I'm going to film it today because I had to let it all dry. But yesterday we made a little pumpkin lantern for Daisy to, or Luminary, I guess, for Daisy to have in her bedroom. Now this is a pasta sauce jar, and I had taken the tag or sticker thing, whatever, the label off of it probably about 6 months ago, and I could never get the goo, the little glue that, holds the label on. I can never get it off completely, and I lost our Goo Be Gone in the move. So I figured it would be the perfect jar to use for this activity because it was already like tacky and weird to begin with. I wouldn't use like one of my nice mason jars or anything like that, but really just any glass jar or even just an old glass, if you got like a cup like this from the thrift store, you could use that as well. Basically what I did was I mixed water and Elmer's glue together. Now you could very easily use Mod Podge. I just don't have that much Mod Podge, and I have a craft in mind to use that, so I just mixed water and glue. I needed a few extra layers because it was, water and Elmer's glue, but you could totally use Mod Podge and get away with one layer. And I basically took a sponge brush and just gave it to Daisy, and I let her paint the whole jar with glue. And once she had painted the whole jar with glue, we took little scraps of orange tissue paper and just kind of stuck them all over, and then I went back around and kind of stuck them down a little bit better. Now, we made this a two-part activity by first giving her the task of ripping the paper into pieces, and I also gave her scissors to kind of try out scissors. She's never used scissors before, and that went really well. She tried the scissors a little bit, she ripped the paper a little bit. I gave her a bowl to put the ripped pieces in, and it was a full 15-minute activity when I was nursing, which made it great. So I was able to do that in the morning. And then in the afternoon, we painted the jar with glue and stuck all the orange pieces on. After she had stuck all the orange pieces on, I gave her the brush again and more glue, and I had her paint one layer over top of the whole thing just to help any little edges stay down so that she wouldn't sit and pick at it. It's not a necessary step, but if you have a toddler doing it, like a young one, and they're going to sit and pick at any like stray edges, you might want to consider doing that. After it had dried a little bit, I had cut out eyes, nose, and then I asked her what kind of mouth she wanted, if she wanted her pumpkin to be happy, sad, or scary, and or surprised. We were just going over the different emotions and making the faces for them, and she said she wanted a happy pumpkin. So I gave her eyes, nose, and a happy mouth, and she decided where they went. So that is what we came up with, and it is completely dry now. This is a little candle. It came in a set of 2, and I got them from the dollar spot at Target. They are a little touchy as far as like, if you touch it in a weird way, it could go out, but they were $1 for 2 of them, so this was 50 cents. That is all that this activity has cost me because I had everything else. So it's not showing up super well, but it is lit, and in the dark it actually lights fairly nicely. So I'm going to give it to Daisy and let her put it in her bedroom. This is made of glass, so I'll tell her that, she needs to be careful and that it is breakable. But she has other small things in her room that are breakable, and I trust her, and she's really careful with them. So the light, like I said, is not a real flame. It's just a little candle light bulb, and I think it turned out really cute. So that is our Pintober for today.